Greetings! Welcome to another episode of Is It Broke? Is It Fixable? Or Just Plain Durable? Just finishing up a last minute Christmas letter to all those folks out there on my trusty rusty Royale here. Boy, it makes you appreciate advancements we've made, doesn't it? Keys jamming, but boy, you miss that ding ding. But thank goodness Leroy Anderson made that wonderful piece about the typewriter. Though this time of the year, you would think more of Sleigh Ride than the typewriter. Well, we'll have to make a few copies of this and send it on out. Oh my goodness, it seems as though we may not do that. I was reading just the other day about QWERTY and how we learned typing and why it came about. Basically, it was due to the keys jamming and QWERTY typing that way and assembling the keys the way they did kept the keys from jamming. So then when they attempted to change the order of the keys, people were used to QWERTY and didn't like the new format, so it went back to QWERTY. Well, fresh from the freezer room, we have a wonderful selection of Edison diamond discs. So we're going to sample some of them, and we're going to play a little Christmas music. Hope you enjoy. You have to crank the old Edison up because it's basically got a giant clock spring motor in there. Then we come over here, we adjust it to where the disc starts, and then we flick the on lever and lower it down. It has a worm gear that keeps moving it inward.
Well, thank the Lord, I'm on Terry Cuddy once again, but gosh, I've got one arm in a sling, one foot in a tub of arnica, and a sort of you want no better feeling in my conscience. And Nancy just told me I'm a bigger fool than Thompson's coat, and he swum a river to get a drink. While we've just had our annual 4th of July celebration, and it was a great affair. We had the Pumpkin Center Silver Cornet Brass Band, and High Atkins was marshal of the parade, riding on Lige Willett's spotted horse, what he got when the circus busted here. We had all the best-looking gals in Pumpkin Center dressed up to represent the different states and talk about real estate sharks. Gosh, there was fellers there just wishing for a whole state all to themselves. Well, we got Cy out, and then Hank Weaver, Abe Crosby, and me went to fire the national salute. We didn't have any cannon, so we used a couple of anvils. Well, we didn't have any powder, so we got some dynamite, what was over in the stone quarry. So we loaded up the anvils and tried to touch them off when Hank remembered that you have to explode dynamite by discussion. So we stood off and throwed stones.
So, the phonograph also has an automatic stop feature, which in this case the record is a little longer. You can adjust the auto stop so it stopped it before it was done. It also has an adjustment of speed feature for making it play faster or slower.
Deacon Witherspoon. Read the Declaration of Independence. While the deacon said he had lost the book what had it in, but he could remember.
It also has a volume control, which is a cable which runs on a ball down inside the speaker the ball closes and makes it softer, and then you pull it out and it makes it louder.
Oh, he could set on it. Well, after the Glee Club had sung the old Union Wagon, Deacon Witherspoon.
So some discs, the label is missing, so it's a mystery disc. We're going to play a mystery disc here. Well, as you can see, we've upgraded a bit here to newer form of technology. So much easier to send and print than typing it out. Though it is a hoot to use the typewriter for doing papers until your professor tells you not to do that anymore. The Edison Diamond Disc player was Edison's second phonograph. It uses a different technology than the Edison cylinder. So if you play these on a regular phonograph with a steel needle, it will actually eventually destroy the record. They actually did make adapters so that you could switch between Edison and the regular phonograph so that you could play regular records on the Diamond Disc player. This one just happens to be an Edison reproducer that did not have the diamond in it. The diamond needle itself costs around $100. So I just found another reproducer that was cheaper, so I used this for playing regular discs on the player. Edison also marketed a model that, well, he didn't market it very well. I don't know how many off the top of my head that they made, but it was actually a long playing model. It would actually play for 20 minutes or more. It had a special reproducer on it, and if it had been mass produced, it would have been way ahead of the 33 LP. Well, wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. God bless you all.